Yes. So what happens is they were hanged. Turnips are hanged on and dried in the sun, and they are put into raw hides. Raw hides. Suppose they have skinned a goat, or they've skinned a sheep, or they've skinned an animal. Raw hides. So they put it in that bag. Raw hides bag. The skins are only dried, and they use it. It's raw. Where they would last. For quite a long time. In the winter, the dried turnips were put in the meat soup and cooked. So they're stocked up till the winter, it will not get spoiled. So these turnips are cut and put into the meat soup. Tastes very good. I have also had turnips in my life. I like turnips when you cook chicken or mutton, you put turnips into it, juice goes into it, it's very nice to eat. They were put into the meat and soup. They've got a lot of minerals and proteins in that vegetable. The afternoon became very warm, and the turnip gatherers looked towards the shade of the river at the foot of the hills. It was getting hot, it's summertime. So they are picking up the turnips, they are arranging the turnips for their future time, which is going to come, that is during the winter. You see the shades are there at the foothills. The river is there, shade is there. So down the hills they started, each carrying their bunches of turnips. Little ones and big ones all carried what they could according to their size. When they came to the river, they drank and rested in the shade of the cottonwoods. You will see sometimes we have plants, they look like cotton, white seeds, just white flower type of comes on, lot of them. So it's called cottonwoods. We think it's cotton, but it's not cotton. Cotton is got something different woods. So that is small jungle type of garden type of, or a bush full of land, which is with cottonwoods. They went down there, drank water, and they rested in that woods. There was a lot of shade there. And sometimes you see these white flowers which fly in the air, it comes like cotton, like fibers it comes. So when you see it on the ground where it grows, it's totally white. You think it's fully cotton, but it's not cotton. And each one were carrying their own gun. The small girls were carrying according to their size. They were carrying according how much they can lift. When they came to the river, they drank and rested in the shade of the cottonwoods. Then they wandered through the cherry bushes, eating what they wanted. They are all tribal people, tribes, so they don't care. They can eat off the jungle, they live off the jungle. So the children started running around and resting their time and eating cherries in the cherry bushes. Suddenly everyone was startled by some of the children running towards grandmother and the larger girls screaming and shouting in terror. A bear, wildlife. They screamed. Grandmother called to all the children to run as fast as possible for home. Bears can be very dangerous, and they'll chase you. You have to be quiet. You have to lie still, dead, or you have to get up. Even if you get up a tree, they'll get up a tree. You have to get up a thin tree so that they're not able to get up. The bear could now be plainly heard growling and crashing in the undergrowth. When the children had all started for home, grandmother ran too, but the bear gained on her still. Everyone was running. You could hear bears coming. They break branches, they growl, and they come and they make a noise, huge noises in the jungle. So children were running, but everyone thought they're going to clear, but it got on to grandmother. Reached. Still shouting to the children not to stop running, she turned around and saw that the bear was very close to her. She ran as fast as she could, but soon realized that she could never outrun the animal. Grandmother, how she is young, she can run, but that doesn't mean she'll be able to run as fast as the bear. They are solid animals. They can run and they'll do anything. She must do something, she thought, because if the bear comes in, what shall I do? Turning suddenly, she pointed the iron bar straight at the bear, as a hunter would point a gun. To her surprise, the bear stopped, though he still growled. Grandmother, seeing the bear's fright, held the bar aimed at him, and to her great relief, he turned around in the path and fled out of sight, running as fast as before, only in the opposite direction. Possibly, this bear had been once wounded with the white man's gun, or perhaps he disliked the flash of fire. When you hit a gun, the flash comes out from there. He thought that is going to be there, so they run. One experience, and the smell of powder, the gunpowder, over even the roar, or even the roar of the shot. Whatever it might be, grandmother was a heroine, and like other heroines, was praised for her bravery. Grandmother still lives in the memory of the Sioux people. Now I'll tell you the example. Suppose you have a dog. Sometimes you see dogs, chasing you when you're on a cycle or when you're on a scooter. They get angry. Actually, they're not chasing you. They chase a car or they run with the car, keep on barking, wanting to bite. They're actually not wanting to bite you. They're wanting to bite that cycle or the motorcycle or the scooter. Once or the time they must have been hit, had an accident. They feel scared, so they want to attack. But if you stand, the dog will run away. You quietly stand, it will run away again. If you pick up a stone or something, it will run. It will get scared again. If I get hurt. So animals are very, repulsive. They also have brains. They also have got feelings. They also have got memories. So this bear was chasing the grandmother, and suddenly she picked up the rod. The rod was like a gun. She thought the iron things, but Americans had guns. She didn't have. So she used the rod for it. Thank God she had a rod. If she would have used a stick, it wouldn't have been in any use. Bears know how to chew wood. They'll break it. And they are very quite clever animals also. So he saw that, and as he saw that rod, he thought, oh my God, the bear is thinking in his mind. I'm telling you, bear is thinking. I guess this that gun type of thing. It's going to just now blast, and then fire will come out. I have to run. Animals feel scared of fire, and that sound. If you make a huge bombing sound or gun sounds, animals run away. They don't like sound. Even if a tiger is running towards you, fire one gun, the tiger will run towards the other side. But only if he's in a scared mood. If he's in the angry mood, he's going to jump on you. Don't try it. That's sheer luck. So she pointed the rod at that bear, and the bear thought this must be a gun type of thing. Something is going to happen. He must have been affected earlier, or he must have had a gunshot, or he must have been wounded. So he turned back and started running. Smoke, gunpowder, they don't like, animals don't like all these things. They move away. So the bear ran back, and grandmother became a heroine in the village, in the tribe, and she still remembered as a heroine that she chased away the bear, and the bear saw her and ran away. So this is the story about it. So do the question answers, learn, read. I'm telling you to read because you get accustomed to MCQs, multi-choice questions. Get accustomed to it. So for that, if you read your story properly, if you read your chapter properly, you will be able to answer any type of question which is going to be given to you. Okay, so take care till then. Be good, be safe, and enjoy life, and take care of yourselves, respect your parents, love them as much as you can. Bye bye. See you soon.